Goeiedag Graad 5's en baie welkom by Juffrou MarX se virtuele klaskamer. Ek hoop dat dit met jou baie goed gaan. Kan jy nog onthou dat ek vertel het van Earthday wat om die draai is? Can you still recall I told you about Earthday that's just around the corner? Earthday is celebrated each year on the 22nd of April. Be sure to check out the Earthday website for more information. Here are some Earthday jokes just for you. What did one lightning bolt say to the other lightning bolt? You're shocking. What did one volcano say to the other volcano? I love you. And what did one firefly say to the other? Got to glow now. Don't forget about the Sweethearts Wheelchair Foundation. This foundation collects bottle tops and bread tags, recycles it, and then use the money to buy wheelchairs for people who can't afford it. Bring your collected bottle tops and bread tags to school once the school opens. Don't forget about the Nali'Bali website where you can find hundreds of stories to read during the lockdown. That being said, let's kick off the day's work. Vandag is Vrydag. Today is Friday. Die datum is 10 April 2020. The date is the 10th of April 2020. Hoe lyk die weer buitekant? What is the weather like today? Skyn die son? Is it sunny? Is dit gedeeltelik bewolk? Is it partly cloudy? Reën dit of is daar 'n donderstorm? Does it rain or maybe there's even a thunderstorm? Die seisoen is herfs. The season is autumn. Kom ons kyk weer na die seisoene. Somer, summer. Herfs, autumn. Winter, winter. Lente, spring. Kan jy nog die maande van die jaar onthou? Can you still remember the months of the year in Afrikaans? Let's go through it one more time. Januarie, Februarie, Maart, April, Mei, Junie, Julie. Augustus, September, Oktober, November, Desember. Kom ons oefen die alfabet en vokaalklanke. Moenie vergeet om jou handtekens te gebruik nie. A, E, O en O. Asook F vir flits, F vir vis en Y vir ys. Kom ons begin. A, B, C, D, E. F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, O, F, W, X, Y, Z, A, E, O, U, I, U, O, U, Oi, I, Oi, Oei en Eeu. Vandag gaan ons na spelwoorde kyk met 'n eeu-klank. Kan jy nog onthou like die eeu-klank? Hier is die eeu-klank soos in sneeu. Hier is die eerste 4 spelwoorde: leeu, lion, sneeu, snow, mew, a gull, it's a type of bird, a seemeeu, a seagull. Volgende het ons skreeu, shout, spreeu, a starling, which is a type of bird, seeleeu, a sea lion, en eeu, a century, 100 years. Maak nou sinne met elkeen van hierdie 8 spelwoorde. Onthou ook om hierdie woorde in jou persoonlike woordeboek te skryf. Make a sentence with each of these 8 spelling words. Don't forget, it's to your benefit, as it will improve your Afrikaans when you learn new vocabulary. Kan jy nog onthou hoe gebruik jy jou persoonlike woordeboek? Can you still recall how to use your personal dictionary? Kom ons kyk na 'n voorbeeld. Let's look at an example. Starling, the type of bird you just saw on the previous slide, is a spreeu. Go to the S tab, S for starling, in your personal dictionary. Step 2, write the word starling and next to it Afrikaans meaning spreeu. Step 3, it will look like this. The English word first, starling, and next to it, spreeu. Kom ons kyk weer na meervoude en verkleining. Ons gaan ons spelwoorde in die meervoud en die verkleining sit. Maar, onthou jy nog dat ons net selfstandige naamwoorde in die meervoud of verkleining kan skryf? Do you still recall that we can only write nouns in the plural and diminutive? Kom ons loer eers dan in die meervoude. Let's first look at the plurals. Hier is die eerste 3 spelwoorde. Here are the first 3 spelling words we looked at today. Kan jy hierdie spelwoorde in die meervoud skryf? Can you write these spelling words in the plural? I'm going to give you a tip. It's a very easy rule that we are going to apply. The 6 soldiers, the EU sound, stay at the camp. We can't let them starve to death, so we're going to add something, a small letter at the end. First, put these spelling words in the plural before looking at the answers. Right, let's look at the answers. It's very easy. These 6 soldiers that stay in the camp, in their tents, only get extra food. E vir extra kossies. Seemeeu, seemeeuwe. 'n meeu, meeuwe. En eeu, eeuwe. Kom ons kyk na die volgende 3 spelwoorde. Let's look at the following 3 spelling words. Weereens het hierdie woorde die eeu klank. These words have the eeu sound. Die eeu klank is die 6 soldate. The eeu sound comprises of the 6 soldiers. Hulle kan nie gaan veg nie. They can't go off to war. But instead of giving them extra food, we need to give them extra something else because they're really very sick. Can you remember that we looked at this yesterday? Please write down your answers now. Let's look at the answers. These vowel soldiers are so sick that we need to give them an injection with a syringe. That means we add a s. Leeu, leeuws. Spreeu, spreeuws. En seeleeu, seeleeuws. I certainly hope that you're getting the hang of this. Let's move on to diminutives. Kan jy hierdie spelwoorde in die verkleining skryf? Can you write these 6 spelling words which are nouns in the diminutive? I've got very good news for you. To write them in the diminutive, we are going to use one rule for all 6. First try writing these words in diminutive all by yourself before looking at the answers. Pause the video now. Let's look at the answers. We just add a key sound. Remember, this key sound has a very interesting spelling. Seemeeu, seemeeukie. Meeu, meeukie. Eeu, eeuwkie. Leeu, leeuwkie. Spreeu, spreeuwkie. En seeleeu, seeleeuwkie. Dit was sommer baie maklik om net 'n kie klankie by te sit. Hierdie lyk na baie belangrike inligting. This certainly looks like very important information. This is the 7th letter in the letter game that we are playing. There is a total of 10 letters to be collected and to be unscrambled to form the mystery Afrikaans word. I wonder who's going to be the first to unscramble the letters. Only 3 more letters to go. Be on the lookout for the remaining 3 words in the next 3 videos. Happy unscrambling! Kom ons oefen vir kwartaal 2 se mondeling. Remember, this oral is unprepared. You will be assigned a random topic to speak about and you will only have 1 minute to prepare. This is quite a challenging oral for learners who have Afrikaans as a first additional language. However, if you are practicing the topics I assigned you every day, it will assist you in improving your oral skills. Kom ons kyk na die onderwerp. Let's look at the topic. Today's topic is my gunsteling fliek, my favorite movie. Now, I know that most of us enjoy watching movies, and I'd like to know which movie is your favorite. Here are some guiding questions to assist you in generating some ideas about what to speak about. Wat is die naam van die fliek? What's the name of this movie? Wie is die akteurs in die fliek? Who are the actors in this movie? Wie is die karakters in die fliek? Who are the characters in this movie? Wat is die storyline? What is the storyline? What is the movie about? En laastens, hoekom hou jy van die fliek? Why do you like this specific movie? I really hope you have great fun speaking about this topic. Our next activity is Stompie. We've been looking at Stompie this entire week, and I certainly hope you're getting the hang of this. I told you that Stompie must become your best friend in Afrikaans, so I thought about putting a face to Stompie. I tried to imagine what Stompie would look like if Stompie was a person or an object, and this is what I came up with. Stompie is your best friend in Afrikaans, and you're going to journey with Stompie up until matric. So we might as well make Stompie cute and adorable. I don't know about you, but I'm going to go for the cute cat monster. That's just a cat lover in me. Let's see what Stompie is all about. Stompie is an acronym. Each letter in the Stompie acronym stands for something. S for subject, V1 verb 1, time, object, manner, place, the second verb, and infinitive. Stompie is basically a recipe that will assist you in writing every Afrikaans sentence in the correct order. Very important is that we will not make use of verb to or the infinitive just yet. That's why I've covered them up. The very first sentence we looked at only comprised of 3 Stompie elements. We had die seun, the subject, verb 1, skop, and the object, die sokkerbal. The subject asks wie or wat, who or what, die seun. Skop, the action word, what is being done. En laastens, the object also asks wie or wat, and that is die sokkerbal. Then we took it one step further and we added the time component. Our sentence looked like this. Die seun skop vandag die sokkerbal. The time word asks when. Die seun skop vandag die sokkerbal would be translated the boy kicks the soccer ball today. Hier is voorbeelde van die tydwoorde wat ons gaan gebruik. Here are some examples of the time words that will tip you off that we are dealing with present tense sentences. Now we have present tense, past tense and future tense in Afrikaans. Ons het teenwoordige tyd, present tense, verlede tyd, past tense en toekomstige tyd, future tense. However, we are only dealing with present tense sentences at this moment. We will get to the past and future tense sentences because that's when we're going to start using verb to. But hold your horses, we're still busy with present tense. We added another component, and that was the manner in which the action was completed. The manner answers the question, who? And in English, how? How was the action completed? Our sentence looked like this. Die seun, subject, skop, verb 1, vandag, our time word, die sokkerbal, the object, and the manner, baie hard, the boy kicks the ball very hard. Lastly, we added the last component, the place where this is taking place. In die tuin answers the where question. Die seun, subject, skop, verb 1, time word vandag, object, die sokkerbal, the manner, baie hard, and the place where it takes place, in die tuin. Die seun skop vandag die sokkerbal baie hard in die tuin. Like I mentioned, you'll very seldom get a sentence that has all the components in it, but it's possible. Let's look at the activity I gave you yesterday. We will go through the 4 sentences one by one. Let's start. Hier is sin nummer 1. This is the first sentence. I gave you the following components. By tuks sport, gymnastiek, Kylie, oefen, vandag. Let's first identify each component in the sentence. By tuks sport answers the where question. Gymnastiek answers the what question. Kaylee answers the who question. Oefen is the action word. And finally, vandag answers the when question. All that's left now is to unscramble these components using the Stompie acronym. This is what it looks like. Kaylee, subject, oefen, verb 1, vandag, the time word, gymnastiek, the object, en die plek by Tux sport. This sentence does not have a manner. Let's look at the second sentence. The components I gave you were lees, reads, 'n interessante boek, an interesting book, op die bank, on the couch, Rochelle. Let's identify each component. Lees is our action word. It's the verb which means to read. 'n interessante boek answers the what question. Op die bank answers the where question. Rochelle answers the who question. Now, let's unscramble these components according to the Stompie acronym. Rochelle would be subject, verb 1 is lees, object, the interessante boek, and the place op die bank. This sentence does not have a time word, nor does it have the manner in which the book is read. Hier is nummer 3. Sentence 3 comprised of the following components. Zoenaid, slap chips, vinnig op, eet. Let's first identify the components of this sentence. Zoenaid answers the who question. Eat is the action word. Slap chips answers the what question. And the how question is answered by vinnig op. Let's put it in the correct order. Zoenaid, subject, eat, verb 1, slap chips, object, vinnig op, manner. This sentence does not have a time word, neither does it have the place where this action is taking place. Die volgende sinnetjie has the following components. Nou, teken, lesedi, 'n pragtige prentjie by die tafel. Let's first identify each component. No answers the when question. Teken answers the action. Lesedi answers the who question. 'n pragtige prentjie answers the what question. En by die tafel answers the where question. Let's unscramble these components by using the Stompie acronym. Lesedi, subject, teken, verb 1, no, the time word, object, 'n pragtige prentjie, and lastly the place. Note that this sentence does not have the manner in which the picture is being drawn. Now, like I said, Stompie can only be your best friend, so we might as well embrace this cuddly creature. Let's practice some more Stompie examples. Nommer 1. 'n Afrikaanse video, Neka, nou, kyk op YouTube. Please pause the video and do this first by yourself. Remember, you can use different colors to indicate the different components. It is imperative that you try this all by yourself right now. Let's look at the components. 'n Afrikaanse video answers the what question, therefore it's the object. Neka answers the who question, therefore Neka is the subject. No, which means now, answers the when question, which means that no is the time word. Kyk, to look at or to watch, is the action word, therefore it's verb 1. Op YouTube answers the where question. Now, having identified these components, we can now unscramble it according to the Stompie acronym. Neka, kyk, nou, 'n Afrikaanse video op YouTube. This sentence does not have the manner in which Neka watches the Afrikaans video on YouTube. I really hope that you managed to get this sentence correct. Let's look at our next example. Ready? Oefen, Stompie, elke dag. Jason, oor en oor by die huis. Pause this video and first try to identify what each component is. Remember to use colors to make it a little bit easier for you. Kom ons identifiseer elke komponent. Let's identify each component. Oefen is our action word, therefore it's verb 1. Stompie answers the what question, therefore stompie is the object. Elke dag, every day, answers the when question, therefore we know that elke dag is the time word. Jason answers the who question, therefore Jason is the subject. Oor en oor, over and over, explains how the action has been completed, therefore it's the manner. By die huis answers the where question. Please unscramble the components right now before looking at the answer. It's really important that you try this first by yourself. Here's the answer. Jason oefen elke dag stompie oor en oor by die huis. Jason comes first because it's the subject. Oefen comes next because it's the verb 1. Elke dag is the time word, therefore it comes third. Next we have the object, and that is stompie. The manner is over and over again, oor en oor. En laastens die plek, which is by die huis. You'll notice that this sentence literally has each and every component that we are currently looking at. Let's look at our last example. By die huis, praat, een dag per week, Afrikaans enthousiasties, Michael. Sjoe, enthousiasties is 'n baie groot woord. The word enthusiasties is certainly a big word. Why don't you add this word to your personal dictionary? Enthusiasties means enthusiastic. I'm sure you can use this word a lot whenever you do creative writing or you make sentences. Just a thought. Let's continue. First, try to identify the components in this scrambled sentence. Try this by yourself now and pause the video. Let's look at the different components. By die huis answers the question where. Praat answers the action question. Een dag per week answers the when question. Afrikaans answers the what question. Enthusiasties answers the how question. And Michael answers the who question. Did you identify each component correctly? I certainly hope so. Now, all that's left is to rearrange the components according to the Stompie acronym. Let's see what it looks like. Michael praat een dag per week Afrikaans enthousiasties by die huis. Michael is our subject. Therefore, Michael is written first, followed by the verb 1, which is praat, which means talks. Een dag per week translated is 1 day per week. Therefore, it indicates the time. Object is Afrikaans, followed by the manner in which Michael speaks Afrikaans 1 day per week. Enthusiasties, very enthusiastic. En lastly, we have the place by die huis. Where does Michael speak Afrikaans 1 day per week very enthusiastically? At his house. Ek hoop dat jy Stompie sommer al baie beter verstaan. I certainly hope Stompie is starting to make sense. We're going to keep on practicing Stompie as much as possible because believe me, it's going to guarantee success in Afrikaans once you've mastered it. Just remember to make Stompie your best friend. We've come to the end of our video today and I want to say thank you very much for watching this video. I'm so proud of you because you are taking the necessary steps to improve your Afrikaans and improve your marks. I really miss you guys so much and I can't wait for the schools to open again. Hope you have an amazing weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Tot ziens!